Rafizi Ramli believes that Shamsul Iskandar and Anwar Ibrahim should take legal action against Albert Tei. The MACC said they will be investigating the allegations and will summon Shamsul and Tei for questioning. Stay tuned for this and more on KiniNews. Rafizi Ramli has called on Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and his former aide Shamsul Iskandar Akin to sue businessman Albert Tei. This was over claims that Shamsul took money from Tei in a video in which it was alleged that Anwar was complicit in the Sabah corruption scandal. Rafizi told Malaysiakini that the accusations against Anwar and Shamsul are still just allegations and hearsay for now. He stated that the matter can only be resolved in a court of law. In the Anwar case, Rafizi said it will be very difficult for Tei to prove his claim beyond the conjectures made in the video. This is unless he has recordings of meetings with the Prime Minister that clearly capture such an instruction. He added that the allegations should be investigated independently and swiftly. Commenting on the allegations against Shamsul, Rafizi said it would have been better if Anwar had sacked him last week when a scandal surrounding a support letter Shamsul had signed re-emerged. He added that regardless of what takes place in a court of law, and especially if no action is taken, Tei's expose has dealt a severe blow to the government and to Anwar's credibility. He said if Anwar took firm action by removing Shamsul when the controversy over the support letter emerged last week, the Prime Minister could have distanced himself from the current issue. He added that Shamsul should pursue legal action in civil courts to clear his name, as failing to do so would give weight to Albert Tei's allegations. Lawyer Mahajoth Singh said his client welcomes any legal action brought before the courts if there are doubts about the authenticity of the evidence he has revealed. This came in response to Tei's allegations against Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's former senior political secretary, Shamsul Iskandar Akin, as well as a subsequent video claiming that Anwar was aware of Tei's plan to secretly record Sabah leaders in connection with the mining scandal. In a statement, Mahajoth noted that neither Shamsul nor Anwar had denied the allegations. He said in matters of this gravity, silence speaks louder than speculation. He also addressed Housing and Local Government Minister Nga Korming and Kapong MP Lim Lip Eng's remarks that no money was taken and that the evidence is doctored. The lawyers said that these sweeping conclusions not only lack foundation, but they also directly contradict the position that the authorities must investigate in accordance with the law. He questioned how anyone could claim that no wrongdoing took place or that the evidence is fabricated when the investigation has yet to begin and the individuals involved have not even denied the allegations. He said as elected members of parliament, the proper response should be to demand a thorough investigation in the public interest, not to immediately defend the individual implicated. In conjunction with Malaysiakini turning 26 and the upcoming Sabah state election from now to 30th November, you can subscribe or renew your Malaysiakini package with 25% off. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to enjoy this exclusive offer. Meanwhile, PAS has questioned if Anwar gave the green light for Tei to secretly record his allies in Gabungan Rakyat Sabah over the mining scandal. This was in response to a video on social media yesterday featuring a conversation between Tei and a woman whose face is blurred. In the 6-minute clip uploaded on the Pejuang Tun Mahathir Facebook page, the woman, allegedly a proxy for Anwar's former senior aide, Shamsul Iskandar Akin, claimed that the Prime Minister had given his blessings for the Sabah politicians to be secretly recorded. Commenting on this, PAS Information Chief Ahmad Fadli Shari asked if PMX planned from the very beginning to set up the GRS leaders. In a post on Facebook, he asked if the GRS leaders were aware of this. He said what matters most is that the people of Sabah must reject all of this. He added that the MACC must act and asked what more evidence is needed. He stated that the witness is already there and clearly shown in the video. According to the video timestamp, the recording was made last Friday. Malaysiakini has reached out to Shamsul and Anwar's office for comment. Still on the topic, DAP lawmaker Lim Lip Eng has dismissed the circulating video. In a statement today, he said an edited clip featuring a woman with a blurred face and an unidentified male voice is being shared online, making vague allegations about an alleged plot involving the Prime Minister. He stressed that such a video does not constitute evidence of anything. Lim said it is irresponsible and dishonest for anyone to use a doctored clip to attack the Prime Minister. He added that if the accusers truly have facts, They should present real proof and stand by their claims openly. Hiding behind distortion and anonymity, he said, speaks volumes about their credibility. Lim also urged the public not to be misled by cheap political gimmicks. He said the Prime Minister should be judged only by verifiable facts, not by shadows and rumors created for viral sensationalism, and certainly not by a video that fails to meet even the most basic evidentiary standards. He added that Malaysia deserves better than baseless allegations dressed up as exposés. Housing and Local Government Minister Nga Kor Ming has assured the public that DAP remains committed to fighting graft. This came following the resignation of Shamsul Iskandar Akin as Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's political secretary. Nga said that Shamsul had resigned not because of corruption, but due to the support letter issue from last year. He was addressing around 800 guests at a dinner hosted for DAP's candidates across the larger Kota Kinabalu area last night. He added that we will not compromise on anti-corruption and stressed that there will be zero tolerance, zero coverage. Nga explained that Shamsul did not corrupt anyone but had merely issued a letter of support recommending certain contractors for a hospital project. He claimed that Shamsul himself did not collect the money, but noted that the letter itself was inappropriate because it interfered with the public tender process. He said that when faced with such a situation, Shamsul resigned and stressed that anyone in the government implicated in any slight wrongdoing will be forced to resign. The support letter was penned by Shamsul on May 6 last year and was leaked not long after, prompting a discussion in Parliament. Yesterday, Shamsul said he resigned in anticipation of an attempt to attack him with an issue that could ruin the government's image. However, he did not disclose what the issue was. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has accepted the resignation of his political secretary, Shamsul Iskandar Akin. While not delving into the allegations against Shamsul, Anwar said he would not interfere with any MACC investigations. In a statement, he stressed that the MACC is free to investigate immediately without any outside interference. He added that the Madani government stands firm by the principles of transparency and integrity and will give room to the investigation process in accordance with the law. Yesterday, businessperson Albert Tei revealed to Malaysiakini that he had spent 629,000 ringgit on Shamsul after being purportedly assured that he could recoup the money channeled to politicians in Sabah. Among other things, the businessperson claimed to have paid for renovations, appliances, and furnishings for 2 properties, one in Bangsar and an official residence in Putrajaya. In a post on X later, Shamsul said he had tendered his resignation to Anwar in the morning. He added that he was made to understand that there is an attempt to attack him with an issue that could ruin the government's image and will defend himself against the attack. The MACC has responded to the allegations, saying that it will investigate claims that Shamsul had received benefits from Tei. In a statement, MACC Chief Azam Baki said that both Tei and Shamsul will be called in for questioning. In addition, he said the MACC will call all other relevant parties for the purpose of gathering the necessary evidence. In this regard, Azam advised the public not to engage in any speculation about the matter and to allow MACC the space to conduct its investigation to collect statements and evidence related to these allegations. Yesterday, Shamsul Iskandar Akin resigned as Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's political aide. Shamsul said he was informed that there were attempts to attack him with an issue that could damage the government's image and vowed to defend himself against the allegations. We conducted a poll to gauge public sentiment regarding Shamsul's decision to step down, and here are the results. 53% of voters believe the resignation raises concerns about deeper issues within the administration. 27% feel that it shows Shamsul is prioritizing transparency in handling the situation. 16% said that it is a practical move to prevent further speculation from growing. What are your thoughts on Shamsul's resignation as Anwar's political aide? Share your views in the comments below. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.